Sensation of massive dis-ease in the middle of the night, and I know a lot of you guys are experiencing that too. So, ready? Comes in. Got to become aware. You've got to become aware, and it's not becoming aware of the pain. You've done that. It's in the gut. It burns. Now you have to become aware of the judgment that you yield towards it. It is a judgment that creates that thought that you have to get rid of it. Judgment to observation. I've said from the beginning, this is a lifelong concept, and now we're getting into the next layer of it, which means how do you no longer judge them? Good, beautiful advancements. How do you no longer judge yourself? Getting there. How do you no longer judge dis-ease, discomfort? Well, we have to be with it. We have to build our relationship with it. And again, remember, your thinking mind will never get this. I'm telling you right now, the coherent minds will get this. The coherent minds will get this. But the thinking mind in and of itself will not get this. There is nothing for you to do. Your job, so to speak, is to be the frequency, and it is about receptivity. It is about, your job here is to be the receiver. Now, you're going to have to mess around with that, because it doesn't mean that you look to other people to take responsibility for you. You look to other people when you ask them for help. If they say no, then they're jerks. You don't look to other people to give you your sense of worthiness. That is your work. Your sense of receptivity, your sense of worthiness is not going to come out from outside of you. It is your work. So when you ask your family, when you ask your partner, when you ask your kids, when you ask your neighbors to do things and they say no, it's not taking full accountability. You say, okay. And then you come back and you veil yourself in an aligned way, in a loving frequency of love, not the word, the frequency of love, to be receptive to the variables that will assist you, not fix it. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's broken. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay, good, because, one of the things is I'm seeing, and it's all good, but some people I work with are still trying to make this thing work in one or two ways. It used to be 5 or 6, but there's still 1 or 2 that we're trying to make work. And then there are some people that are willing to move in this direction more consciously of no longer separating. This is a big work. I mean, when you make the choice to no longer separate and move into your divinity, again, I'm trying to be very clear, is that when you move into your divinity, you take 100% accountability. There is no more blame, which means that there's no more judgment, which means that there's no more judgment of yourself. There's no more judgment of the physical pain that we feel. Then there's no more judgment of the thoughts that we have about the physical pain that we feel. I mean, it keeps getting more and more and more. And then all of a sudden you're left with the frequency. And the frequency is fear. You're coming face to face with the frequency of fear. And how do we say, I choose to be source energy that moves from the frequency of fear to the frequency of love? You have to call in the frequency of fear. That's it.
And breathe.
And breathe. You damn right, breathe. Breathe. Do whatever you want. I mean, that's the great thing, is you get to choose what are the things that you like to do. I mean, it's breathing. Is it walking? Is it being with somebody that you love? Is it taking a bath? Is it cooking a meal? Is it listening to music? Is it playing the drums? Is it drawing? Whatever. Whatever you want to do. Taking a nap. Cup of tea. Whatever. The idea is that I've invited you to do this for a long, long time, which is, how do you practice knowing what resonates with you each moment you're given the opportunity?
The lid is off. You know there's more, so go explore.